I'll just waiting to see if anyone comes up live. So I'll get out the car. Just waiting to see if anyone actually comes on. Let me just see if this is actually working. Can I see the live chat? If anyone is online and able to type, can you just type something just to make sure I can actually see? Oh, actually I've got the camera now pointing towards the car. That's quite cool. Live chat. Well, because there's 4 people online. Am I? I don't know what's going on. What is going on here? Is anyone is it actually working? Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. So someone is. Hi, Adam. Thanks for commenting. I think I was going a bit mad there to actually. I couldn't tell if I was actually live or not. Just then. And thanks as well. And actually, what I might just do is I might just remove the bumper. Remove the reg plate while I'm on it, just to have a look at the car. I'll put it in the boot. How cool, I do love that. Being able to do that is so cool. That's one of my favourite mods of the year, is being able to do that. How good is that? If Magna Plates ever does watch this video back, but I mean, I've tagged them in and stuff, but I do love his product. I just love the fact that I can do that. That is so cool. And then if I really wanted, I could just like shove it somewhere else. I could just stick it onto that. I just thought I'd do a bit of a quick video. I just thought, I've had the car 3 years now. It's coming up to, just shove it on there. Coming up to 3 years today. Was it yesterday, actually? Just shove that in there for now. So I just thought, just do a bit of a live chat, just see if anyone's online. And, you know, say hello. Ask me any questions. While I'm on the live stream, I might stay on here for probably not too long. But as long as, you know, I get some active comments anyway. Just do bit of a walk around. Like I said, if you've got any questions, anything you'd like to say to me or about the car, then just you know, go for it. Oh, thanks, Patrick. Really appreciate that. I am loving it now. I do love the I do love that colour. I mean, I don't know if it comes across, how well it does come across on camera, but even in this sort of dark, dull sound check, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Patrick and Adam, whoever's online? Can I just check? Or do you mean you want to hear the car? Well, can you let me know in the comments? Just pop in the comments now, can you actually hear me? Oh no, I hear you. Mean the car? Alright. Yeah, I can put it on. It's not exactly that warm. Let me see if I can just rev it. that all right? Oh, I do love the yeah, I do love the sound, to be honest. Honestly, for me, on these cars, the full Miltex are just winner. I do love the colour. Like, oh, like it does change in certain lights, but if you can see there, like where the light's catching it, it's got this nice sort of bright colour to it. But then, like when it's dark, it goes a more solid baby blue. Did you tint the rear reflectors? So yeah, basically, they're not actually tinted. If I can get in close, they're like a decal. So obviously, if I got my nail in there, then if I can get in how much closer, so if you can see really up close, it's it's a decal that I got off a guy on eBay, and basically, if it was the person who did, no, not the person, sorry, the video that I did for the rear lights, in the same video, I've got a link in there. So if you on that actual video, you can just, I don't know, you can message me possibly on Instagram. But if you find the video where I did the tinted lights, then you'll be able to find a link for the reflector decals in the same video. If you don't, try and just let me know. I do love that. To be honest, Adam, if you actually probably go on eBay and look up something like Mark 6 Fiesta reflector covers or decals or stickers, something will probably come up. But I designed it actually like that. I don't get any commission off him or anything, but I designed it to look like a Mustang. So that was the idea anyway behind what I was doing there. When you're getting some side skirts and stuff. Oh, honestly, right, Josh. So oh, a minute. Are the badges from the guy in Turkey? Yes. Yeah, so he's the Red 5 Carbon. His stuff is awesome, but that was a custom design that I did on the badge, so it matched the Ford decal on the side. And eventually, I want to get the steering wheel done the same. So, Josh, yeah. So basically, I've got two options, and I think I'm going to go for the latter. The first was I was going to save up next, and to be honest, I've probably got pretty much enough money to buy the side skirt extensions and the rear spats. I was going to get them now, but I'm looking to get the Fusion Fabrications inlet painted and installed as soon as I can. So I'm thinking of saving the money and doing that first, because I reckon people would love to see and hear the Fusion Fabrications inlet installed, and see what power difference it makes with the torque and everything, rather than the aesthetics. And then maybe I can do that after I've done that. But I am thinking you can get the Maxton. I want to get the Maxton kit because obviously it matches with the rear diffuser. But I've seen now that they do the fins, like kind of stick up here and here, and I'm thinking that would be cool to actually have them because it might look really aggressive. So yeah, I was going to do that now, but I'm thinking of saving the money and concentrating on the performance first. Thoughts on, oh, love them on the, thoughts on the TRC bonnet lip. I've got one, we'll get mixed opinions. Yeah, so to be honest, I do like the bonnet lips, because obviously it gives that kind of Focus RS look. But I think for mine, because I've got the black bonnet, I don't think it'll do anything for me. I don't think it will. I mean, I'd love to see one on the car. If one was ever going cheap or something, I'd buy one. I'd obviously have to get a new decal made because it would cover that. But then I don't know. I don't know if it needs it on mine. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'd love to try it, but I just don't know. I'm not sure yet, because I have always liked them. But then, yeah, I'd have to obviously get a new decal made and stick it over the top. But they are cool, because obviously it does look quite aggressive when you've got one on. And it gives that Focus RS look. But just not sure, because I've got the black bonnet. I don't know. I don't know if it'd work. I don't think I need eyebrows, Again, I think it's one of those things where if I was able to just get some, I'd see what they look like. But I feel like they've kind of got a bit of an eyebrow look about them because of that line that cuts across. So it kind of gives that sort of moody, slightly moody look already from the top. But it'd be quite cool just to see what they do look like. I don't know if it would actually work. Don't know. Not sure. Not sure on the eyelids on these lights. I don't know if it would work or not. Just because of that line and that profile line that's in there. I do need to split these actually because they are misting up now and again, annoyingly. So yeah, I might actually have to get them split. So I've got my Colin McRae decal on here in the gold, and get your power mods done first. Yeah, thanks, Josh. That's what I'm thinking is actually while I'm talking about the power mods, I'll have a quick look at the engine bay. Wait a minute, I might have to put the phone down, or you'll just get a weird camera angle now while I open it. So that's the engine bay as it is at the moment. But then, when's the inlet mani getting done? So, what I'm thinking of doing is, I just wanted to check, did I? Yeah, sorry. What I'm actually thinking of doing is I've got the inlet, bought that, started to save up for it to be fitted along with cams and a remap. But I want to get it painted because it just comes in this rough, kind of really rough black, which just is going to attract dirt, and I don't think it looks good. So I'm actually thinking of getting it painted in the same Ford Grabber blue to have that proper pop and impact when you open the engine bay. The only thing that is going to be the same Grabber blue is going to be the inlet manifold. So that's my plan. So anyway, I need to get that painted first, which I'm not going to get done until November anyway. Then I need to save up some more because I spoke to James at Jam Sport. We've got a plan. We're going to get Newman Phase 1 cams because they're better for torque than the Phase 2, as in regards to the torque will be lower in the rev range by about 500 revs to sort of a little bit more than the Phase 2. That's kind of the only difference really. And for me, I think that's better to have more mid-range torque than higher up the rev range. Do you need a 60mm throttle body? No, you don't. Basically, there's a lot of people get giddy with the throttle bodies, wanting to go to the 60mm, thinking they're going to get improvements. To be honest, unless you're supercharging and unless you're turbocharging these cars, all you're going to do there is lose torque. You're not really going to gain much in the way of horsepower. You're going to lose torque. So to be honest, I mean, the 60mm throttle body was actually designed for the 2.3 Duratec anyway. So this is a 2-litre Duratec. It's not actually made for it. So I would stay well away unless you're supercharging and turbocharging. You're not going to notice much in the way of horsepower, and you're just going to lose torque. So to be honest, it's a loss. How do you remove the Ford emblem from the grille? Oh, I had to buy... Well, I had one made, custom made, about 2 years ago now. And no one really does them, apart from there is that Mark 6 Decepticon on Instagram, who I think might be able to help you with making one. But I do love it because it is a bit of a unicorn thing, and as you can see, you cannot tell that it has been done. It looks completely factory. Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, so stay away personally from the 60mm throttle body. You're not going to notice any difference whatsoever. Anyway, actually, sorry, I didn't go back to when I'm going to get it done. Realistically now, it's going to be the beginning of next year. So I think it's probably going to be one of the first things I'm going to do next year to the car is to be getting myself down to Jam Sport. And I'm going to film actually fitting the inlet manifold with them. So, and I'm doing it with them because we're going to, I think, probably end up taking off. Well, might not have to take off the front bumper, but anything that we do with them, I'm going to film. So everyone's got a tutorial of how to fit that inlet if they need to, and also removing this one. And at the same time, I'm going to have a full list of everything to help fit the inlet. So there'll be a full tutorial with the help of JanSport when I do actually do that. Also, still about the splitters, what about having it pinstriped with the wind deflectors and maybe a strip on the front? Yeah, so the little wind deflector. Oh, I see. Okay. You know what? I've never been a big fan of the pinstriping, but for the sake of a few quid, once I do have all the side splitters and the rear spats done, I will look at doing it just to see what it looks like with like a baby blue. If I can get a baby blue pinstripe and pinstripe all along the bottom. I don't think I do the wind deflectors because I think that'll kind of break up it'll break up the black silhouette and the blue. Like I like to keep that. But along the bottom, it might give it a more of a wider appearance and lower. So yeah, I think I might look at doing that at some point. Cheers, I'll check him out. Would you ever turbo or supercharge? I know MR2 Motorsport kits and fit. See, because I like normally aspirated engines, I can say for now, I can say definitely on this will never get turbocharged. The only thing after this has had the Fusion Fabrications inlet, it's going to have cams and a remap with all the other mods that it's got. That'll be really good for it as normally aspirated. But future plans, I would consider a supercharger with a limited slip diff. I think whether or not which one comes first, I don't know. But I think I would. I'd love to get a limited slip diff. But a supercharger, possibly, because I feel like that still keeps it kind of normally aspirated rather than turbo. I don't know if that sort of makes sense. But yeah, I kind of, because a supercharger, obviously, the power delivery is a lot more instant and sort of lineal. Whereas a turbo, obviously, even with the kits, it's all going to be kind of all or nothing. And I like the feel of this normally aspirated sort of delivery that I get on this car. You know, I do. I like it. It's not super fast, but it's really smooth and it's just constant power. So for me, I like that. So yeah, maybe a supercharger, but that's going to be a while off if I ever look at doing that, because I've got to get those other bits done first. I wouldn't mind trying to do some bits on the inside as well. Like, I really do want to get these seats retrimmed. I definitely want to get them retrimmed at some point, because I want to get these done in the same material as this. So we've got the, sorry if the light's not great, see if I can do it like this. So we've got the black Alcantara here, which I love that. It's so nice. The Alcantara is the same as some of the other bits. And then I've got the leather with the gold stitching, which again goes to all this. This is all black Alcantara with gold stitching. Again, the black Alcantara with the gold stitching. So the plan is, I want to get these seats with new black leather, get rid of this old horrible stuff, and go for like more of this nice new stuff. I want to go Alcantara in here and gold stitching. That's my plan. Keep it all gold. Or a K20 swap. I don't know. I'm not going to say that a K20 swap isn't good. I think there's definitely nothing wrong with it. If anything, yes, they are better. But I want to keep the car a bit closer to how it came. So I want to keep, I think, the Ford Duratec engine that's in here. The furthest I will go with it is a supercharger, but that would have to be way down the line, because even they cost, I think, about £2,500 for the supercharger kit. So yeah, first let's get the inlet on, cam it, remap, and then I'll see what it's like after that point. Oh yeah, the headliner definitely needs doing. Definitely needs doing. Now, it's a little bit different with mine because not many people have this for the sunroof. So normally people, I think, just update a lot of these with like Mark 7, I think, Fiesta things that are black. So yeah, I'll have to obviously look at doing that at some point. I'll probably look at doing it when I get these seats done. When I get the seats done, I'll get the same company, or whilst it's in the body shop, not body shop, but you know, the interior place, to I'll strip the roof liner, take all the A-pillars off, and I'm thinking A-pillars again in the black Alcantara, all these A-pillars, the B-pillars, the C-pillars, all of them definitely get done then in black. Then it'll look properly smart. It'll just lift the interior with all the rest of this Alcantara, because it is so much nicer having this finish inside the car. Goes nice with the carbon fibre. Again, that's from Red 5 Carbon. That's from Red 5 Carbon, and so is that as well. But I think that Ford emblem, I'm going to change that Ford emblem to be that Ford emblem. So I think that'd be quite nice to just bring a tiny touch of blue to the inside of the car, is have that badge from the back to have it on the steering wheel. I think that'd be quite a nice little touch, just to add a bit of blue. Had any problems with the sunroof? No, I haven't actually. I've not had any problems at all. I mean, I don't know how often it was opened before me, but so this is it fully opening. So that's it now open. Stick it out the roof. Just have a look from the outside. So it all looks pretty good. Look, it's pretty well greased. Seems to be all right. Don't know how well that comes across on camera, but yeah, no, it seems all right. Oh, it does need a little bit of a clean in there, actually. That is bad of me, that. Actually, that is a good reason why I've done that, actually. I can see a little bit of dust and dirt. That bit has been neglected, but I do love it. It is cool. It's a proper little, like, rare thing to have on these cars. Which way does it go? I prefer it like that, to be honest. You don't realise how tinted it actually is. Look at the difference in that. That is crazy how tinted that is. It's so bright outside, and that's like probably like close to like limo black. Actually, let's leave it up. See what it looks like from the outside. That's it. I kind of count it as a bit of a roof spoiler. Like a second spoiler on the roof. It reminds me of a little bit of those things that come on NASCARs when they flip over. Those little things you get on the roofs. I still like that. I love that Ford Performance where it's see-through. It's quite cool, that, because it looks like it's glossy. And then when you look on the inside, it's see-through. Quite like that. Do you know what? There's not much left on the outside of this car that has not been touched. Just ridiculous. Even all that I redid. And I wouldn't mind getting that painted actually at some point. Oh man, that's bad. And they're cool as well. Proper air ducts, if you can see. So that's where the air goes in. And then I've got it. Where is it? The pipe is... Oh. The pipe basically is just below the cone. Can't quite see it. And then I've heat wrapped that, which doesn't half make a difference. It really doesn't. So it really doesn't? It really does. Oh, Anthony, have you just done a little donation? Oh man, thanks a lot. That is brilliant. Loving the little unicorn symbol as well. Awesome, man. That'll definitely go towards the mods on the car or something for the channel anyway. So I really appreciate that. Got distracted then. The heat wrap on this, on the what do you call it? Is that the radiator, the pipe? That gets red hot. Really bad place for it because obviously the air intake is nearly touching it on there. So honestly, like if you want to reduce heat soak, one of the things that I found massively helped was to get the is it RSP Engineering, the air ducts that remove the fogs, which to be honest I think is better anyway. It's a bit more race spec. You don't use your fog. I don't use my fog lights anyway. So having the air coming in straight underneath. So this is sucking in cold air from low down right beneath that. And this is reducing, like I can touch that. Look at that, my hand is on it. It's warm, but I can touch it. You try and do that on one that's not been wrapped in that thermal stuff. And it is burning hot. So yeah, it's a really good thing to have done. I've got my air duct going through the front grille. Not great as it gets pipe due to the radiator. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like down there, isn't it? You've probably got it down here. Yeah, I haven't. See, I do think that is a good place for it. And to be honest, like I said, I mean, if you really want, you could just do that one. And if you really wanted one fog light, just keep that one in. But to be honest, I just removed the fog lights, and that one's got nothing in it. It's just getting cool air going towards, I guess, the front wheel. Absolutely pointless, to be honest, but I quite like it. Yeah. No, the engine bay, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with that. The MK Customs, massive shout out to MK Customs. His work is awesome. I mean, there's a lot of it in this car. All these caps, I think, make a big difference, especially for the show and shine. That's a nice little touch. And he painted me these all in the same colour as the rocker cover and that cap as well. He's going to do me a dipstick at some point, so a big shout out to him. I've painted this myself, so it's not the matching gold. There's a bit of a difference. This is a bit of an orangier gold, but never mind. I still like it as it is. But I did paint them, and I think that's a nice little touch just to have them nice and shiny and black. Yeah, so yeah, massively looking forward to how things go. So it's quite cool there. You get to see a little bit more. Go on this side. Get to see a little bit more of the gold caliper, gold fog rings, and the gold engine bay. I have a gold cone zip tied. Yeah, through the grill. Looks a mess, but helps. No, honestly, yeah. Oh, the cone! Yes, you've got it cut into the grill. To be honest, I think that actually can look quite cool, to be honest. But I wanted to keep a very, very, very clean look on the car. So I thought I liked what RSP did by removing the fog lights and doing it that way. It's kind of why I did it. A couple of reasons. I think aesthetically I like the look of it. I never really use the fog lights, and it's practical. So, boom. For me, that was great. Yeah, the headlights. Actually, don't know if you'll be able to tell when they're on in the day. Let's just have a look. Oh, look at this, more MK Customs. There's loads of it. Hydro dipped, hydro dipped, hydro dipped, hydro dipped, hydro dipped. That's hydro dipped. The center console all down there is hydro dipped. Yeah. MK Customs has done a lot. Let's just put the lights on. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see them now. So that's what they look like. I have just bought the halos for mine as my devil eyes melted. Oh man, that is not good. But I do like the way that I did it. I wanted them. So the hex halos, so they lie flat like that. And I think that actually works quite nice with the, if I go just in line, you can see how it goes in with the line of the bodywork, which is quite cool. And the line that's in the headlight there, I thought it's quite cool, that. Sort of offset. Gives it a little bit more of a meaner. Shame we can't get an off-the-shelf RS style scoop to fit behind the top grille. Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, to be honest, you know what I'm looking at doing in the future is a GTR style intake that I want to have cut into the bonnet. Whenever I get the, I'll put the hood down probably soon. But, you know, into the hood here, I want to get a GTR style one. The reason I want to go GTR is, first of all, it's very different. Everyone goes Focus RS. Like, you know, it's a bit meh. Loads of people have them. But the GTR one, it doesn't allow water in as much. So that's the reason why. Oh, the beep from the headlights was doing me. I didn't have to turn it off. So, yeah, I want to get the GTR intake at some point. Probably when I get this painted. Because it doesn't look too bad until you get up close. It is full of stone chips, this bonnet. It's the original paint, so yeah, it's got a lot of stone chips in it. But with the GTR one, like compared to the RS, the grooves are like kind of going down like that. So water just goes in. It goes in if it's standing still or going forward. The GTR one, the water hits and runs down because the air intake sinks in, like into the bonnet, which means only air gets in that way. Rain can't get in, and that way it runs off the bodywork. It's hard to describe it, but yeah, that's why I'm going to go for one GTR vent just on the passenger side so that it sits. Whoever does the bonnet, I'm going to guess it's probably going to need to be cut about here, because I want it to be around here so that it's boom straight over this area. So lots of nice cold air just to improve it as much as possible. My Zetec S had RS vents. Yeah, not sure I want to do it to my ST500, as you say, very common. Yeah, exactly. I just think, you know what, it was done and dusted. When the first people did them, it looked awesome, and they can still look good, but I just think it's been done way too much. But I like the idea of going for practicality. So with the GTR, single one on this side, because you don't really need one on the other side, because it's the way you want the cold air getting sucked in here. And I just think one there, and so that the water doesn't get in from the top, because that's the other problem, is people who have the RS ones, I have heard from so many people saying they've got problems with water getting in. So sack that, get the GTR style one or another one like it, just on the passenger side, as close to the intake as possible at that side, so away from the battery. I think that's going to be a winner in the future. Then there's loads of stuff going on then for me for cold air with reduced heat soak. I'll have that for getting cold air in. Also, if you didn't notice, but look, if you can see, I did get the manifold. If I can touch it, if I can reach down, yeah, I can touch that. So that's been heat wrapped as well. So that plus the heat wrapped coolant pipe plus the fog delete. There's quite a lot I think that I've done to reduce heat soak, and I've noticed a difference. I didn't have too many problems with mine. Oh no, wait, okay. I mean, I guess it depends where you've put them as well, because obviously if you put one and water's getting in right around here, that's going to cause problems. Or you might have them set inwards a little bit, and people find that this, your rocker cover, will just get full of water. Or obviously then loads of water can go down onto the belt in the engine bay as well. So I can see why it can cause people problems. Let me just check everyone while I'm online. I've not actually got much battery left on my phone. So I'm really sorry, but I'm probably going to have to look at ending the video. I will do a quick walk around again. And I really appreciate everyone who has popped online. I've actually been on for over half an hour. I didn't expect to be on actually as long as it was. It's quite cool having this in it. Just pop that off. Go for a clean look. That's quite cool. I never do pictures actually with a non reg plate on. And just align it. There we go. Back on. Do love them. Magna plates, brilliant product. And you know what, the amount of times people say to me they have problems with these, or they think they have problems with those lights. Never had any issues. I've had cops behind me. No, absolutely fine. You can see through them as long as you get auto beam LED upgraded bulbs for when you've got these tinted, and get them tinted properly. Tinted lacquer, that's what you want, not that spray stuff from Halfords. Get tinted lacquer, it's brilliant. Love your Mighty ST. Have a top weekend. Thanks a lot. Honestly, really appreciate that. Really glad I did come on. It's been really good to chat to everyone. Really appreciate it. And also a big shout out to Anthony Graham as well. If you're still online, thanks for the little unicorn badge donation. That's awesome. I love it. So no, honestly, really appreciate that. If you are still on the live stream. If not, hopefully you watch it back. So big thanks for you on that. So no, yeah, I'm gonna have to go, everyone, because my battery is about to die. So before it does, yeah, big thanks. So yeah, just thought I'd do this video because I've had the car 3 years as of the other day. So I just wanted to do a bit of a walk around and chat to everyone because I've not done a live stream for about a year. So it's been a long time. But yeah, hopefully some performance mods are going to be on the cards for the beginning of next year. So hopefully not too long to wait for something quite exciting for myself, and hopefully obviously for others who are looking to get the Fusion Fabrications inlet fitted on their car, because I have had quite a lot of comments asking about it. So I can't wait, and I know others can't wait either. Right, thanks a lot everyone. I'm gonna have to shoot. See you again soon. Bye.